in, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's caught, and that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Gets around him, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. With the Bears at 5-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Murray's throw here pulled in by Lazard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Play fake. Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. An inside give to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9 now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Murray. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Up the middle, Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. This is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Lions, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.